Hey guys, my name is Norman, and welcome to Forward Standard. I started Forward Standard because I want to help people around me, obviously on the internet, and I'll be getting more involved in my local community to help people become the best version of themselves. I was not this kind of guy even 5, 10 years ago. 39 now, but over the years, I've been fortunate enough to, you know, meet people who challenged me, not by putting me down, not by throwing dirt in my eyes, but looking at me and saying that, you're good, you're doing good, but you're capable of more. Um, and to be able to hear people look at me dead in my eyes and genuine, that was the thing that changed my life back when I was 24. And then that kind of set the stage for bettering myself, you know. Sometimes the people who care about us the most are the ones willing to tell us the most uncomfortable truths and the stuff that would even probably make you take a knee or sit on the couch and wonder what have you been doing in life. And it's not to kick us while we're down, but because they can see a future we're not even looking at ourselves for ourselves. Um, that's what Forward Standard is about. I want people to stop believing they're victims of their circumstance. Life is always unfair. Some people start further behind than others. It's real. Even myself. Some people face obstacles that others will never ever have. Like they will never be in that type of position and they can't even imagine it. But if we spend our lives believing we have no control, we give away the very thing that can change our future. Sad, really. And I used to be there, you know. Little about me so you kind of get the gist of why I'm doing this and what you're going to get out of it. I hope you get something out of it. I'm a black American, obviously. You can see my skin tone. I'm not using some shader or some junk. I've worked regular jobs. I've worked days, nights, weekend, long hours trying to build something better for myself and for my family. Today, I own my own business now, full time. It didn't happen overnight. I'm still learning every day. Uh, I'm not perfect. I'm not a guru. I'm not a millionaire trying to sell you a secret. I'm just someone who's made mistakes, learned from them, and wants to pass those lessons on. You know, I wish I could have met somebody like myself that was willing to tell me something like in my earlier 20s. I dealt with problems the wrong way. I drank because it was easier than facing what was going on in my life. It sucked at that time, but the problem is alcohol never solved it. It just delayed it. And then it came back and double this force. I wasted time, I wasted money. Most importantly, I guarantee I have wasted away opportunities. And I hope from what I say, what I show later in my videos, my podcasting and stuff like that, uh, I don't want people to make those mistakes. And that's why I started this. And I'm going to be building a website probably within the next couple weeks. Or if I have time to not overwork myself at my business, I'll get it done in a week or two at best. Um, I'm going to be creating a full website full of articles, downloadable PDFs, resources. I can't wait to get into interviews and, most importantly, practical information that can you can use to improve your life. Um, Not because I have all the answers, but I do have a very good hand and foot into where to point and where to walk you to. Um, I'll be talking about personal accountability, showing you where I had to start taking accountability. Um, Finally started putting my feet in the sand and growing my business, getting my physical health, getting my health and fitness back in, being a better father, understanding leadership, being better with communication, handling money better, um, education becoming a very serious part of my life, understanding Black history, the way that it was actually never said to me. And I'm very thankful that I just decided to learn about history. And I can't wait to pass that kind of information on as well. And then the success. Most importantly, the failures. Lots of them. Tons. I'll say this. I believe if I knew how to like start businesses with the city of Anchorage, Alaska, I probably would have started at least 10 to 12 businesses on paper, but I just did them on the fly to see if it's something I really could do or not. So I've had a lot of failures, and the lessons came from all of them. One thing you'll hear me say often is if you're not learning, you're standing still. And into the world of today, if you're standing still, you're you're digressing. You're moving backwards. And that I don't mean you need to read 50, 100 books a year. No. But if you don't take the time to learn, don't be surprised when your life stays exactly the same. Sometimes the answer isn't charging through the wall. Sometimes you'll need a ladder. Other times, dude, walk around the wall. Wisdom is knowing the difference. As this podcast grows, I want to bring people on from every walk of life, whether it be a business owner, a tradesman, a teacher, parent, a person who has failed, and to watch those that have succeeded. Because every person has a lesson worth learning if you're willing to listen. If you're looking for somebody to tell you that life is hopeless, this probably isn't for you. I'm always excited about every day. I wake up because I've lost friends that never woke up. Uh, so I'm never going to give you that excuse to tell you to stay depressed or stay down on the ground. Is I'm going to lift you up. I won't give you excuses. Not good at them. Um, but if you want to take ownership, if you wanted me to show you some books that I've read, as well as the ones I keep reading, especially since of audiobooks, which is phenomenal. Um, or if you're even looking to get fit, or just to push yourself a little bit further than you did yesterday. My name is Norman. Thank you for listening. I'll catch you in a week.